going on? So we are recapping episode 26. And now I know what you're thinking, Nikema. What's changed? Well, listen, I told you I'm already a week behind in following and recapping the episode. So I gotta crank these babies out. But I also gotta work. So I decided, because I watched it and I had a little live reaction over on TikTok. So you're more than welcome to follow me over on TikTok, because I think I like the little live reaction. Let me know what you think. Because folks ain't over there. They're not giving me no hearts, no love, no nothing. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. You're not giving me nothing. You're not even talking to me. You're not even talking to me. But anyway, so I'm over here on TikTok and I'm doing a live reaction. And I said, well, shoot, I've got to have time to, here they go. I've got to have time to get the recap in, right? So I said, you know what? Why don't I just record it while I'm doing some flowers, and you guys can kind of get a sense of, what it is that I do, since, I am a florist, right? So we're doing an arrangement for a 90-year-old. 90-year-old they're doing a little thing for. But anyway, that's besides the point. Don't pay attention to the flowers. Listen to the recap. Okay, so let's talk about it. Last time, the end of episode 25, honey, Bill and Danny was lip locking. And what did I tell you? I knew it. I knew that they wasn't going to sleep together. But Bill is so slimy. He's such a... He sit there and he went in just Uno 2-card reversed on Danny. Like, he wasn't the one that was doing all of the... he wasn't the one doing all the charming. And she caught on it to it real quick. He must have forgot he was married to that woman for 20-something years. And the fact that she knew that his extra special attention garnered something that he wanted, right? And because she didn't know about the lawsuit with Naomi, my first reaction was, yeah, he's coming to try to get Naomi to back down. But then I thought about it when he kept saying Team Danny. And then she asked him, like, what do you mean by Team Danny? And he kind of baited and avoided the question. He went over there to get Danny to tell Danny's friends to like his new wife. Sir, are you stupid? Yes, you are. You bumped your head. You sure did. You have bumped all of your head. If you think that I'm getting ready to give your new wife any kind of anything, like, why would you even think, why would you even want to be around me? Like, that's the part that I don't understand. I don't care if we live in the same community. It don't make no good sense to me for you to think that I'm going to tell my friends to like you. Stop. Anyway, so he's over there. He gets all up in arms talking about there's nothing here. I love my wife. You see this nice, shiny, fancy ring on my finger? I love my wife. She's everything that I want her to be. And he's like, you know what, sir? Kick rocks and kick them with no shoes on. You hear me? Crazy foolishness that he is. So anyway, he gets out there. He's out of the picture. She's like, you want me. You know you want me. You've always wanted me. You know you want this old thing back. You know you want to get in it where it fit in. You know you want to be with me. And he's like, I don't want you. So go get a job. Go get a hobby. Go do something. Because I don't want you. I don't want you. Oh, man, that made my heart hurt. I was like, dang, you ain't got to be so mean. But he is mean. So there's that. He can't help but be mean. But anyway, I digress. So he ends up going back to the office. So while he was at Danny's, old girl showed up thinking she was doing one of my tricks. Go to your man running late. He at the office late. Let's go bring him dinner. I know you hungry. So she gets there and Bill's not there. So she is, well, where's Bill? And his secretary trying her best to, like, it's not my place to tell you, where your husband is. You're supposed to know where your husband is, and wherever he is, just pray that that's where he's supposed to be, and trust your husband. Like, why are we having all of this back and forth and questioning? Well, why was you with her? Why was you hugging? I was like, your level of insecurity is showing, and it is ugly, sis. And you got to do better if you want to stay in this relationship, because it's not going to do you well to it's just not going to do you well to keep questioning him every single time he ain't where he's supposed to be. Like, golly, the man is an attorney. It ain't like he a dope boy out here in the streets. He's actually out here trying to do some things. And if I was Bill, after the whole fiasco with Danny, you know what I would have told her? And I would have nipped it all in the bud. I'd have been like, I went over there to get the deed to the summer house so we could sell it so that I could buy you a new house in Delaware. I would have flipped it on her and made it seem like I only went over there for you. And I did mention that the treatment that you're getting at the club is not acceptable. And I really want to do the best for you. And I would have laid it on her like that. But she's so damn gullible. She would have took it for her. So that's what that was. So anyway, they finally make up a little bit. Now they're going home to get a little nicky. So that's that. Now, let's talk about the two morally incorruptible souls that we have in Jacob and Naomi. Now these two, they don't know what to do with themselves. They really don't. That looks so busy. That looks busy. If I put that in there. They don't know what to do. So grandma, Anita and Vernon, they come into Uptown and tell Naomi point blank, like, your father is nothing but trouble. And if he is a cornered cat, he will bite. And he will bite all of us, not just you. He will bring all of us down. So let's play nice. If you're gonna play, but don't bring out the demons. Just, be soft about it. And sure enough, she's like, I don't know why everybody's telling me to back down on Bill. I'm going for the jugular. And it's like, y'all are not going to be satisfied until that man bring down all of y'all, and all of y'all business going to be in the street. And then what you going to do then? That's going to be the question. What are you going to do when all the stories and all of the stuff come out? Well, we will see. So then Jacob he comes back in because he done saw Joey with his friend detective, his detective buddy, right? So he's steady trying to find out what he up to. So he went and talked to his father. He said, "Know what, man? This is the second time I done seen him with that man. I done seen him get an envelope of cash. I done seen it with my own two eyes. I don't know what's going on, and this is not right." So his father, I don't know if it's a lie or not. I'm assuming it is. I'm assuming that what the father told him is true. I'm just going to hope the best for the dad. And he basically said that Joey's an informant. So relax. He works for us and it's fine. But he also overheard his father say that if he gets in trouble, if he gets in any trouble, because my son is, a morally upstanding citizen, and he not gonna go for too many uh-ohs and mistakes. So get your act together and make sure you tighten up, because he don't need to know, but he overheard that. So that part is going to make him really skeptical, and not just his father, but also of his partner. So, this is what we're gonna do. You see that? You can't, I don't know what it is about this filter. I must have had a filter or something over here, because it is making my flowers look. See, if I come over here, y'all see that? That looks really bright, really cheerful. Over here, it don't look the same. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so they end up in a dilemma. Jacob and Naomi. They don't know what to do. Danny, she's all upset. She calls Dre, and Dre was over there by Ashley and Derek, and making everything seem like he's just a single guy in the city and he's just looking for friends, and he obviously got a lady on speed dial and everything worked out perfectly, and it was real. And he went over to see Danny, and they out here doing the Lord's work when it comes to the booty calling and the self-healing of each other. They both need each other. They both are really just trying to hang in there, making folks forget. She said, I need you to exercise my demons. I said, oh, girl. He got demons of his own. And sometimes you lay down with demons, you get fleas, honey. You don't want that. So, but they, she made the invitation for him to stay the night, which I thought was really interesting because she was like, I might need you in the morning too. I might need you all night long. I said, girl, get your libido going. That's what you're supposed to do. How cute is that? I think I need one more piece in the middle and this is finished. I just need a small piece. So they end up doing it well until the wee hours of the night. All right. And then Derek and Ashley talking about they're gonna try to hook Dre up with somebody so that they can, triple date her, Jacob, and Naomi and them. I said, girl, you so far in love with that man, it ain't even funny. We can see it. It's written all over your face. Ooh, you don't have to say a word. Yes, she is in love with Dre and she know it. And everybody else can see it. All right, that's cute. That's cute. That's for our 90-year-old appreciation. See, it just looks so different over here. I don't know what this filter is. Somebody help me and show me how I can make this filter do better. But that's the arrangement. All right, so let's spray that. So now let's get back to our recap. Okay, so what else happened? That's it. Nobody else was in the story outside of Anita and Vernon. Now, listen, when I tell you these two got a secret, they got some. I told you this in my very first review. They have some bones buried, honey. They just don't want Bill. I mean, you don't let everybody know all your secrets. That's the first part, right? You let that man in on all the family secrets, and now he got all that information and ammo to hold over their heads, and they can't even tell their granddaughter to go after the man because they have fear that he might retaliate against them and tell all their business. That's crazy to me. That is crazy. But they thick as thieves. They gonna stay down till they lay down. You hear me? That's what I love about Vernon. I love me some Clifton Davis. Talking about some amen. Shine on a light from heaven, Lord. Shine on me. Hey, hey. I'm talking about when I was a kid. I love me some. He was so young back then. Oh, the joys of TV. I tell you. All right. So that's the end of that. That's the end of the recap, y'all. If you're not watching Beyond the Gates, you need to be because it is an absolute masterclass of just drama. Love it. Love it. I'm trying to get my hair right. You like my hair? It's just not doing what it needs to do, honey. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Be sure to like, share, sign up for those notifications, and subscribe to this channel.